The Ohio Turnpike is commemorating its 70th anniversary. It was October 1st, 1955, when the 241-mile stretch of Turnpike was opened to traffic. Construction was completed in just 38 months and cost $326 million to build, the largest construction project of its time. Turnpike officials marked the anniversary last Wednesday with a special ceremony. So here with more on this anniversary, Ohio Turnpike and Infrastructure Commission Public Information Officer Brian Newbacher. Brian, thank you so much for taking the time.
Good morning, Leslie. Thank you for having me.
Of course. So 70 years. Wow. Can you just tell me how big of a project was building the Turnpike when it was put together back in the 1950s?
Yeah, so planning for it actually began in the late 1940s, and there were two major champions, the governor of the time, Frank Lausche, and the original chairman, James Shaughnessy. And so by the time they started construction, after they raised the financing, it took 38 months, as you said. And at one point, there were as many as 10,000 people working across the 241 miles to get the road ready. Along the way, they overcame challenging soils, and they had four major rivers to cross and about 37 streams. And so it's just a lot of work. We take it for granted now, but they really had a lot of foresight to create one of the nation's first superhighways and really Ohio's first superhighway.
Yeah, how did it really change or reshape travel for people driving through the state?
Yeah, for people even on the East Coast over to Chicago, it opened up travel. It cut 5 hours out of the time it would take taking some of the smaller roads. And for people across the state, it was an economic engine too. A lot of companies built their facilities, near the Turnpike so they could move goods to other markets. And so that's a $740 million in economic activity in the last year across northern Ohio. So there's many reasons to celebrate. And it was a dramatic moment in national and state transportation history. It was a major news story covered by the likes of the New York Times, the Wall Street Journal, Network News. And we kind of take it for granted now, but there really a lot went into it.
And you hosted a ceremony last Wednesday celebrating the 70th anniversary. Can you tell us about how that went?
Yeah, it was great. There were close to 400 people there. A lot of mayors, township trustees, county commissioners. There were people from Mahoning County, including one of our Turnpike Commission members, Guy Coviello, who is president and CEO of the Youngstown-Warren Regional Chamber of Commerce.
How big of an undertaking is keeping up with this highway and making sure you're keeping the crews and drivers safe that are out there on it every single day?
Right. A large portion of the tolls goes into upkeep for the road. This year, we have a $320 million capital improvement program. There's a major section in Trumbull County of about 4 miles where the pavement is being taken down to the original base, basically the dirt, if you will. So having a smooth surface is one way to keep it safe, and that's what we do. And in the future, we have an intelligent transportation system coming starting next year, where we'll have dynamic message signs across the Turnpike to warn travelers of any bad weather ahead or incidents to slow down for. And there will be variable speed limit corridors so that we can keep people safe. That's one thing we're doing. We're also going to be reconstructing our with new buildings, our maintenance buildings. There's one over in Canfield that'll be on the, in the plans for replacement. So the people there will have a new modern facility to house an ever-growing snowplow truck fleet.
All right, all good things. Definitely a worthwhile project and investment, clearly, for the past 70 years. Brian, thank you so much for coming in and speaking to me once again.
Thank you, Leslie.